Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. This is Papa Bale. We're taking a look at the pulse motor build 10. Simple name. Alright, so we got one coil. The shaft is kind of crooked. It's not just shaking. It's not good. We're going to cut it off the power. Let's take a look underneath. Why is there so much space there? Well, we got the two donut magnets, and then we got two 4-inch acrylic discs with center holes, with a bunch of magnets on them. So you just put them all together and voila, you get centered donut magnets, which you can spin stuff on pretty accurately. So the power's off. And just look at that coastability. That is phenomenal news, man. That is excellent. And that's because the magnet is at the center of the hub instead of on the outside ring. Honestly, I don't see too much of a difference, but I do like this better. And then each node, each of the 12 magnets is actually 100 pounder, 3 3mm, 1.26 inch round magnets, so 3 of those, and then the big ones on the end. So we got a lot of weight sticking out, and it's actually a little bit flexible. It moves around a little bit, so you get it going and it'll shift. I don't know when we turn the power off or if the power was already off, but whatever. Call it 1 minute. It's nice and smooth, man. It's just donut on donut, and it's centered because of the center hole on the 4-inch disc. It's a 1/4-inch hole in the middle, fits right on the pole, so it's centered around the pole. Therefore, it's centered with everything else that's on the shaft as well, which makes this really awesome. Look at it, man. I haven't got with this much weight to spin this good. But look at how high up above the coil this whole thing is. It's like way above the coil, but you still get a good push. Unfortunately, right now, there's no way to get this any lower using this method. And this is apparently the method with the least amount of friction because it's smooth. I mean, it's the smoothest edge on edge that I can come up with. So we're coming up on 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes. Wow. I see this disc over here on the floor. what I call a levitation disc. It's a 10-inch disc with round magnets around the side. I spun that disc for 10 minutes because it's so light. And that was before I put the round magnets on. It was really light, but it had the buoyancy. Uh, wow! I need to show. I need to show what they do again. Yeah, you can make like Christmas tree sculptures and whatever. And you just put a 10-inch on the bottom. You put an 8-inch on top of that, and it'll just float there. You have to have a shaft though. You have to keep these things centered, or they will go everywhere. Because we're not dealing with. I mean, you could technically calibrate it all so that it could float there without the shaft, but it would take very precise measurements, and just the chance of getting it is probably more or less a mistake than an actual. I did this on purpose. It's like, no, I was just. This just happened. That's kind of like how it's going to be because. Wow. It's going to be 6 minutes. 6 minutes. That's pretty cool. 6 minutes. I mean, we're gonna log the time for this, but I'm gonna call it at 6 minutes. It is technically still moving, but this motion wouldn't help anything. Maybe like a couple volts. So I guess we'll count it. Why not? 7 minutes. That is the most. The hostess with the mostest. So let's recap what's made this possible. I believe is the weight. See how it's pushed out with the 3 magnets and then the big one on the end? It puts a lot of weight out farther from the center, where the center is the actual. It's like it's pushing on it. There's a lot of pushing going on right there. And you'd think there's a lot of friction in that disc hole, but I've lubed it up. There is a little bit. There we go. So 8 minutes. Yeah, I lubed it up pretty good. There's some graphite in there. Oh, that's great. Well, that's a video of the coast of my previous short that I just put out, where I explained it basically like I just explained it, except the power was on and it was a short, so we didn't get much out of it. So I decided to make a video. So have a wonderful night. Please subscribe. Peace out.